Hello everybody, this is Elder Tawana House coming to you. I pray that all is going well with you on this day. I have something to share with you all that God placed upon my heart recently. All right, Proverbs 18:22. It's a familiar scripture we all know. It says that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor with the Lord. Now, what is favor? Favor in the Hebrew of that scripture is called ratzon. Ratzon means pleasure, delight, goodwill, acceptance. But in the traditional dictionary, the word favor also means attitude or approval or liking, an act of kindness beyond what is due or usual. But here's the one that I like that's very important. Favor in the verb sense means to work in the advantage of, or to work to the advantage of. So here's what I'm saying. When God blesses a man of God with a wife, he obtains the favor of the Lord. So therefore he obtains an advantage that works for him. So the wife brings to him an advantage that he didn't have before. Now, it's kind of like how it is in football games, right? You know, if they have a hometown advantage, if they're playing on their home field, they have more an advantage than the opposing team does because they're more familiar with the field and also more in favor of the fans that are there. So that's the same way it works with obtaining favor of the Lord when God blesses a man of God with a wife. What she brings is things to work in his advantage, things that were once difficult, that could have been difficult for him to accomplish on his own, is now going to become easier because now he has the advantage that he didn't have before. That's the reason why God, when he puts two people together, is that he makes sure that they complement one another. If there are areas that the man of God, as the husband, don't have, the woman of God would have. And when they come together, it fulfills things where there are strengths and weaknesses. There are certain opportunities that become more possible for the man of God because she's in place. In other words, here's the bottom line, ladies. When you are a wife to your husband, you are to make things in his life a little easier than what they were before. You are to make things in his life flow a little better than what they were before, especially at home. If you know your husband's had a hard day, like my husband, for example, being a pastor, after church when he's come home, the last thing I know he wants to do is worry about making sure things are in order in the house. Well, guess what? That's where we come in. We work it for his advantage as the favor of God to make sure that things are in place. We make things a little bit easier because the favor of God, what it does is that it gives you opportunities that you don't have to work hard for. The favor of God opens doors for you that once were shut. So all I'm saying is that if you're praying and believing God for a wife, husbands, men of God, ladies, if you're praying for a man of God, husbands, understand what you're supposed to do. Understand who you are. Understand not to accept anything less than that. That a man of God will know how to treat you and not take advantage of you, but realize you are the advantage in his life. Y'all hear me? Not to take advantage of you, but realize that you are the advantage in his life. Not to abuse you, not to misuse you, not to mistreat you, but to know that you are the favor of God upon his life. And men, understand that if you want to know if the woman of God is for you being your wife, look at the things that God has purposed and envisioned for you and see how she can be the favor that you need for once doors that were shut to now be open to work an advantage for you. I love you all to life. You have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.
Say it again, my life is not my own.
My life is not my own.